have you liked so far from Bear in camp, and what are you hoping to see in these next few games?
First and foremost, he came in committed with one goal is to make this team. You know, he worked hard all summer. His fitness level's excellent. He came in. His attention to detail about what it's going to take to play in the NHL has been very good. His attitude's excellent. So it's an opportunity for him. Like we played Pearson a little more earlier just because we didn't know a lot about him. I mean, I've known Bear for a few years, watching him now. So he's a guy that was going to get a good opportunity with Pearson down. He's going to get a great opportunity.
Dave, what would you say is Ethan Bear's strongest trait on the ice?
You know what? I think he's a good two-way player. He moves the puck well. He skates well, thinks the game, and I think that's come with experience. He thinks the game pretty well. So now he's just got to make sure he's at the speed and thinking it at an NHL level that allows you to win. You know, there's times when young players try to make too much of a play and they don't realize that a bailout is a good play for that situation. And there's times where he knows he has to dig in a little harder on the details of defending, details of structure on the game. But he's a third-year pro now. He's a guy that he's starting to get it, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in the next couple of games.
How do you plan to deploy McDavid and Draisaitl tonight?
One right after the other.
On separate lines. So.
Yeah.
But I mean,
No, they'll play together sometimes too. But with Nuge out tonight, I'm going to play them both at center. I just want to have a look at that.
Is there a little bit of a, not concerned, but with McDavid getting back, you kind of want him to wear off the rest with potentially his regular line mates? Is that a little bit of a fine line that you're trying to balance a little bit?
No.
Dave, you guys have said all along that you'll proceed with caution with Connor. How much discussion was there about whether to have him play this game tonight, and why is he playing?
Yeah, we want to basically put it in his court. How much do you want to play? I said, where are we at? Felt good yesterday coming out of the game. Felt like he can play a lot better, and wanted to get back in this game and get himself up and running. So we'll reevaluate it again after this game and see where he's at.
So a lot of this is coming from him wanting to get back back in there.
This is him wanting to get going. Yeah.
Nygaard and Bertisov, two players. Looks like they'll probably start with Leon anyway tonight. Yeah. You see them as wanting to see how they can think the game with top six forwards?
I want to see how they react in certain situations, and especially with Bertisov, is we have to. How much is he grabbing the structure we want to play with? And he's got good skill. He's worked hard in practice, but we got to see where he's at the next couple of games, just in how we want to play. And when you want to play, we've talked about 5 attack, 5 back. It takes everybody doing their job, so you have no weak links. So we just have to see how he's grabbing the structure we want to play with, and as well as doing what he can to show what he's got, especially on the offensive side. He has the ability to score with that shot he has. So I'm interested to see how there's Nygaard, there's Bertisov, there's Haas tonight as forwards. This is good opportunities. Haas seems to me like he's coming on. The first couple games, you could tell he struggled with the pace of the game and maybe the size of the rink, size of the players. But in practice, he's come on a little bit, so I'm interested to see how he goes tonight.
Are you looking for Haas to do one thing really well so that you notice and say, okay, I can use him in this situation or whatever?
You know what? You look for one thing, but for him, it's a unique opportunity. It's some of my conversations I've had with him, and not just because he's Swiss, but his coach over there used to call him a Swiss Army knife because he does a lot of little things well, right? And so, but for my end, it's he has to be sound defensively. I want to use him in some PK stuff tonight. He might get a little bit of second power play tonight, so we'll see. We just want to see how he responds in different situations, but all in all, you look at him as his 5-on-5 game. How is he controlling the middle of the ice? Is he making plays? Does he has the capability of defending down low in our zone? So just kind of looking to solidify the basics with him first before we get him into real defined.
Yurko, he's another guy with some offensive ability. But are you looking for somebody else to jump out with you with some offensive history? When you got lots of good role players you can check and stuff.
Yeah, we need. Those between Bertisov, Yurko, Nygaard, and even Haas to a little bit extent, we want to see some skill level, right? The skill level those guys bring, and how they can bring that skill level to an NHL game. So Yurko's done it a little bit before. There's been spurts in the camp where Yurko's looked really good, and then he's got a couple bumps and bruises that have pushed them back. So this is a big game for him tonight, especially playing with Connor.
Sorry to interrupt. Outside of Nugent, Hopkins, and Neal, McDavid and Draisaitl, those other two spots on those top two lines, do you still view it as the competition somewhat open for guys to be grabbing those, or
Yeah.
are the incumbents that you've already had in there kind of?
No, that competition is still open. It's still open. We went in with the plan that I wanted to make sure that the veterans got their first look, but now we're open to somebody stealing a job also.
What's the goaltending plan the next two games?
The goaltending plan tonight is Mike Smith for the whole game, and we'll read and react after that.
And Manning, you're going to play with Lagesson tonight, is that how?
Yeah, Manning's he's had a little bit of time on the right side, so we'll give him a shot there. We're looking for that pair just to be a solid, simple pair, just make good plays and go on the road. And we talked to our team, there's got to be a mindset where we want to play well on the road, really play a real strong road game, simple road game, play hard, and see if we can find the results we want.
You still want a seventh number, you're still looking for a number 7D though, is that? If a person doesn't start the season.
Well, we have 8 here right now, so we'll see where that goes.
And your goaltending, you'll play it by ear, you still want them both playing?
Yeah, Schmitty, the plan was to play Schmitty a whole game tonight, and then I'll get with Schwartzy after tonight. I don't want Koss to be out too long either, so we'll see where that last game gets us. But it's Schmitty. Schmitty playing a game in 2/3 here in the last couple days will get him to where he wanted to be. I thought he was pretty good the other night. He's looking forward to playing again tonight.
Dave, for years in Arizona, you didn't necessarily have a lot of top-end, high-end skill guys, but a lot of your depth players, you found them to all find ways to contribute offensively. Colby Cave's a player who gets a lot of opportunities, hasn't finished. Is there a way to help him become a guy who can finish more?
Yeah, players always just continue to work on skill development. That's part of it. The thing about Colby Cave is he's a real steady player. He's a guy that, from a coaching standpoint, you have guys like that. You look down on the bench and you got kind of a hard job to do, and you look at him and say, you know what, he can probably get the job done for me. So there's a reliability that comes with that. Now, that being said, there is an expansion of offense that you'd like to see out of his game, and he'll continue to work at it. He makes some good plays. His finish around the net is something that he can continue to work on all the time, but real committed player, good role player, and he's had a good camp for us.